It's Ash, come back again with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you what tools you may need if you are starting your new millwork company and what you have to buy. I personally choose DeWalt brand, and that's where I get my stuff from. So follow me, let me show you what I have, and you may like it. So talking about nail guns, you will need one of these 18 gauge ones and a 23 gauge. This is for more of a rough areas where you need stronger nails to do the job. This is the finish nail for like doing a very clean joint and you don't want to leave a big mark. That's what you need. The 23 gauge and 18 gauge, these are the key marks you have to remember when you're purchasing it. Then this guy right here, the router, it's one of the most handy tools you will ever use because you do a lot of things with this during your projects. I also like this one more than others from different brands in the same price range because I've never had any issues with it, and so far no disappointment. So I strongly suggest using the DeWalt router for this matter when you're buying your router. Second is this. So you need a multi-tool. This will get handy anywhere. If you want to cut somewhere, if you want to take out a baseboard, shoe mold, cut a shim, this is one of your, if you want to cut through drywall, this is a tool you will always use, 100%. I have this one because I found it very useful and price friendly compared to the competitors. This is a joiner, and what it does is basically you can use this tool to create this opening on your wood panel and then use a biscuit to connect two panels together. So this is a joiner machine. Price was okay. It has never disappointed me. I think this also is a very good buy, but you may not need this at the very beginning when you're doing your when you have started running your millwork business. This is a more of a pro tool that you may need later. This guy right here, again, it's another one that you always need. This is this is your best friend. It helps you with almost every part of your kitchen installation or assembly sometimes. This is a planer. It will have from basically 5/64 to 1/64 of the size. If you want to scribe anything, this is the guy. You will need it in doing your fascia or gables. For a lot of finish material, you will use this to kind of make a right fitment between your gables and the wall. This, yeah, I have this one. This also is a jigsaw. You would need this to cut at the job site. Sometimes you have to cut some stuff, create an angle, or make a notch for a toe kick or plugs, or take out a circle out of a panel. This jigsaw is what you also need to have. You would also need an impact and a drill. I personally have this. I like it because it lets you choose the speed you want. Sometimes you don't want to be too hard on the piece, and so you choose the speed number 1. It gives you a slower speed. Sometimes it's needed, so I would choose this, the XR version. And also this one. Again, it lets you choose right here and right here. So that's also the one I would pick. Right here is the sander. This, I think it's about $100 or so. It uses a battery, so you can have it running with all the batteries you already have, but it will save you a lot of time. Instead of sometimes sanding with hand, you can use this. Make your job clear, nicer, and also save yourself some time. That blower right there is one of the most underrated tools that you will need. So this works with the same battery, but it will help you clean the job site, clean yourself, clean your car, clean your tools, anything you want. And also it's very, very easy to disassemble. You take this apart and then this apart and it becomes only this big. You can fit it anywhere. It's also good for other purposes outside of work as well. This piece itself, the model number is DCE 100, and that's what you need to purchase. This is one of the expensive part of your shopping. Batteries are unfortunately not cheap at all. You would need one of the 9 amp ones for your bigger tools like the miter saw or a circle saw, or if your table saw runs with battery, you would need one of the big ones. So sometimes you can make a good deal. Like right now it comes in two, and that's for $419 right now. You would need bunch of small ones as well, like these ones, the 5 amp ones, for the rest of the tools. So I would get like 4 and 2 to start with for all the tools I showed you. Sometimes you can make a good deal, find promos that the tool comes with a battery. I personally suggest getting this because it's a small, it's light, you can easily move it around, take it upstairs, around the job site. I get the corded one because the battery one, they're good, but you also have to make sure you have always have it in charge and ready for the next day. If you don't want to have that and your job site, you have supplies with power, then get one of these that's powered. It will give you miter options as well if you have to do any miters, and also you can do 45s in both sides as well. For your table saws, you have two different sizes. This is the 24, this is the 20. Now that's quarter, this is quarter, this is battery power. I personally have this one because I like to, have the safety and peace of mind that my output is always the same. So I chose the powered one. Now this has the guard that you need to guide you for cutting. It also has this helper guy that saves you your finger. Now make sure you get this stand with it because it brings it into a standard height for cutting, prevents back pain, and it's easier and safer to work with. Next, you need a laser with a tripod. This tripod here is universal and it goes with all the DeWalt models you will purchase. So you need one of these and a laser that you pick. I personally have this one. It's their Inter model. It has vertical and horizontal X and Y axis. It's been doing the job. It has this magnet in the back which will stick to the walls. If you don't have the tripod, the new ones right now are these ones that also has a charger, so you may not need a battery anymore and you can just charge it up if you prefer to have a battery powered one. You would need a measuring tape. These are good because they have this opening right here which you can place your finger to keep the tape up and just let go to bring it down. So that's one of the benefits of the DeWalt measuring tapes, which is this. I would get one that has everything written to make it easier for the eye to read. So which will be this model right here. If you see this, it is mentioning 1/8, quarter, 3/8, half, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8. So it's easier for us in millwork industry to read. You would also need one of these right angles. They come handy in a lot of places, installation, installing your slides for the drawers. This may be a bit of an expensive purchase, but you will not regret it. This is a construction jack by DeWalt. They're about 170 before tax. They hold up to 340 pounds. If you get one of these, one pair, one for the right, one for the left, you can basically lift up anything. You can have anything. Like your job becomes so much easier. It saves you with a lot of back pain or unnecessary pushes. Not only you can use this to lift stuff up, also you can maybe place it into a corner and by jacking it, move things or shift things aside as well. So I strongly suggest getting a pair of this. It might be expensive, but you will never regret this. Get couple pairs of clamps. They're always handy. The more the better, and make sure you get them in different sizes because different size fits a different place and holds a different value, right? This pack right here, for example, is giving you the smaller ones, which are usually the ones that you use at the job site because of the smaller areas or like you're installing. But the bigger ones are the ones you can use in your shop for when you have room or you're trying to like join stronger things together. So I definitely suggest getting as many clamps as you can. Never goes wrong. Best part. So you may need one or two of these boxes right here for your screws, blades, all those small pieces so you can differentiate them based on size to keep it organized. Then you would, I suggest this one for your, other stuff like hammers, battery, knee pads, or what else? You know, any other bigger piece that you want to have here all in one. And then one of these for all the tools itself without the battery. You can put the charger here as well, right? And then all just tools, bare tools right here. Then you have this, and then this goes on top of this through the lift system. And then lastly, you attach this on top of here. So you have a piece that's this tall and you can carry that around easily all in one. And of course, there's a lot more that you have to get, and I'll cover that in our next video. Thank you for watching.